What's up guys, and welcome to the vlog channel. My name is Drek, and today we're going to be talking about this. This is the Nerf Terra Scout, and it's time to answer a very important question. This is going to be, I think, the most expensive Nerf blaster ever released as of the time making this video. It is insanely expensive. It costs 200 United States dollars, which is almost double what the next highest costing blaster out there is. Now, I'm not including things like the weird Millennium Falcon or San Diego Comic-Con exclusives or what have you, but this is what you get essentially in the box. You get the blaster, the RC tank that it attaches to, you get a battery, there's a charger inside, and then you get the controller, which conveniently does attach to the drone itself. So the Terra Scout, which I love calling the Terra drone, comes with an 18-round magazine and is a fully automatic flywheel blaster getting elite style performance. So it costs $200. That's a ton of money for everyone. Like, I don't care who you are. Like, if you're not fabulously wealthy, and I don't think that anybody who watches my videos is fabulously wealthy, except for maybe Nerf Boy Productions, this is an incredibly expensive blaster, and it's a lot of money. So we've got to kind of break it down and decide if it's worth it. Now, a lot of Nerfers that I know have that amount of money in their collection. They've bought either a few different flagship blasters or a bunch of medium blasters or materials for mods, and they've sunk that into it. So for at least a portion of my viewing audience, $200 is not prohibitive for this hobby. You just have to get your value out of it. Like, I've personally done commissions that have cost that much money, so I know that some people are willing to spend that amount on a blaster. Full disclosure, I did not pay for this one. Hasbro sent me this one to make this review on my main channel, and I'm doing this as kind of a question that I like to answer on my vlog channel. Now, that said, I will be purchasing one of these at full retail the first time I see one on the shelf. Is there a plane landing or crashing? Crazy. So I will be buying one of these for $200 myself, and I just wanted to make that very clear that not only did I not purchase this one, but I will be purchasing one. So for me at least, the answer is yes, this is worth $200. And that's because I think about it from purely a robotics perspective and how much it would cost, not only in money, but also in time to build something that does all of the things that this does. So it's a very versatile tank-style RC system. Now, at market, for about $100, you can get a toy that does this. Just this. It is a controllable, all-terrain RC thing. Now, you can get them for as low as $60, but they're cheaper at that point. This one's pretty durable. It's got a rechargeable battery. It's nice, in my opinion, and I think that it works really well. I've taken it up the hill, down the hill, on the street, and I intend to take it to a Nerf war where it might get even more banged up, but I think that it's going to handle it relatively well, and it hasn't flipped over yet, despite the fact that I've done some pretty crazy twisting and turning with it. So I think that it's worth closer to the higher end. So that's about $100 in just RC vehicle. And then we have up here the fully automatic blaster portion. So the Nerf Rapid Strike is worth about 30 United States dollars right now. And that's essentially what this is. This is a Rapid Strike that just staggers between when it begins to fire and when it actually fires, and it does that by just taking a little bit of time to rev. You can see that if you feather this, it revs and doesn't fire, and if you hold it, it does fire, and then it's fully automatic. So I think that that's pretty cool. Now, that puts us at $130 if this was nothing but a tank that ran really fast and had a Rapid Strike on top of it. And so where does that extra $70 come from? Well, the extra $70 for me comes from this technology. This is a camera that gives you a live feed of what's happening and happens to record. So I think that that's all of the good stuff that was present in the Nerf Cam, and I don't think that the Nerf Cam was worth it because it was a really crummy camera attached to a blaster, whereas this has the added value of being eyes for the toy. So if I take this and put it somewhere that I can't see it, I can tell at least what it's looking at and where it is by this LCD screen, and this transmits in almost real time. So I think that that is really cool. Like, I think that that's a very neat feature. So to me, this is now a smart tank that tells you where it is via a live camera feed. So we're starting to get into like quadcopter style prices, where a lot of quadcopters will network, say, to your phone. But this doesn't tie up your phone. This is its own independent system that's proprietary to the blaster itself. And that's where my argument comes home. That's why for me personally, this is worth $200 and I will be buying another one, is because the system works. Out of the package, it is simple, it is intuitive, and it all works well together, and it looks pretty good doing it. Like, this is not, I combined a bunch of stuff like an old Tyco RC thing and strapped a Rapid Strike to it and then built two controllers, one to control the Rapid Strike and one to control the original RC car. Like, this is one system on one controller that worked out of the box with me not having to understand or work hard for any of it. And I think that that is what makes it really, really cool. This activates, this is like a handle. You can use this to carry the robot around. This stores on it. Like, there's lots of little touches that I never could have engineered or never would have even thought to engineer while building something like this, and it's all being done for less than $200. So, I mean, Coop did a failed Kickstarter a long time ago where people were willing to spend way more money to get him to build something that they didn't even get to own, that did something kind of like this, and then he didn't even do it. So this comes in a box and you can buy it, and for $200 you can sit out around at your Nerf war and drive your really cool Pank thing around the field trying to shoot your buddies. Like, that is really, really cool. I fully intend to take this to some Nerf wars and do exactly that. Like, during my one hydration round, I might just have a Gatorade in this hand and the controller in the other hand and just mess with my team / my friends. I think that this is a really fun product that does everything that it promises to do. It does it well, and it's not complicated. I could hand it to a 5-year-old and they would understand forward, backward, left, right, shoot things, and the robot sees what's on the screen. That's really, really cool. So for me personally, $200 is worth it, because if I wanted to build one of these, obviously it would cost a lot more. Now, it would be better in some ways and worse in others, but I like this a lot. I think that it is just an absolute ton of fun. I've really enjoyed reviewing it and playing with it, and I can't wait to take it out and share it with all of my friends in the SCNC. But that's just my opinion. If you still think that this is a rip-off or overly expensive or doesn't need to be what it is, then I have two questions for you, and I would love to discuss in the comment section below with you. One, are you the kind of Nerfer who would use something like this? Because if you're not the kind of Nerfer who would enjoy sharing something like this and playing with something like this, then it doesn't matter how much it costs. It's not for you in the first place, and so you don't really want this product. And then two, like, if this isn't what you want, does the concept even interest you at all? Like, is there a better version of this that you would be really interested in? Does it need to fly for you to think that it's cool? Or what's the holdup? Like, what does this not do that you expect it to do and wish that it did? Because I'm very impressed by it. I've said that multiple times at this point, but I fully expected to get this out of the box, be very disappointed in it. I thought it would be slow. I thought it would be inaccurate. I thought that it would be a huge lag time and a terrible camera, but so far it's done everything that I've asked it to do with no complaints, and it was really, really easy to set up and play with out of the box. Like, this is a open it on Christmas morning, playing with it by noon kind of awesome toy, and I think that that's really, really cool. Thank you very much for watching. That's my argument as to why I personally think that this is worth a couple $100, and I would love to hear your thoughts as well. Much love, Nerf on, Drac out. Lots of vlogs coming too, so stay tuned if you like this kind of content, or if you'd like to learn more about my crazy, weird toy enthusiast and consultant travels and life.